Here, actually, it is a settlement from many, many years ago.
You see that there maybe was more population at one point?
There are some ruins still, but there are also a lot of renovations.
Because people are coming back here.
Young people are coming back. We have more children in the school. So you see, there is a lot of construction. There is a life during winter. The difficult thing is the transportation during winter. We don't have boats every day. And this is very difficult if you're getting sick or maybe you're pregnant. But you see, the locals are taking care of the island. I mean, you see, after a winter with so many rains, you see how white it is and how... If you are not from here, you cannot easily understand how hard labor is needed in order to preserve the things like this. Because the weather conditions are not easy. We have storms. Yesterday my internet was down immediately after the first thunder.
And that's the original town?
There is Hora. This is the original town.
And that's all built on a hill?
Yes, because of the fear of the pirates.
No.
Yes, they had to be up to see the pirates down. I wanted to have a house in a countryside, but for people who do not have the money to buy their dream, they have to go step by step.
It is your little oasis.
Still, I can't believe it that I've managed it slowly, slowly.
So when you came here, it was just you bought a plot of land.
Yes, this was a plot of land, just a plot of land. And my dream was to build here even one room, but to be stone built. And that was a crazy idea at that time, because there was not a whole house built from stones for half a century. They were repairing houses with stones, but so I insisted very much, and then at the end I passed the Stone Age, but I managed it slowly by slowly.
So you just kept building. You just kept building one thing after another.
30 years.
30 years.
Slowly, slowly, because yes, I go further one step, I see how it goes, and then I make another one, and make another one. This is how this happened.
Yeah.
And the stones are local. There are the last local stones. It is very simple, made the way they used to do it on the island. Nothing artificial, you know.
But it's not a dry stone technique. I mean, there's a mortar,
No, it is not a dry stone, but there is no concrete.
No concrete?
No concrete. It goes like this, only by stones, like the old times used to do it.
So you see here, this is what?
When the stone building is finished, okay, they do this to fix the stones.
Okay. And is that...
This is traditional, very traditional.
So, and then the stones are all different colors. I mean, you see...
No, look. The main color of the local stones is red, which is rare.
Yeah.
Because on the other islands you can find gray stones or brown stones. The local stones are these red.
See, it's iron?
Yes, they are minerals.
Yeah.
Basically. This might be of interest to you. They used to do it in the ancient houses in Hora. This was because, together with this piece of wood, when the rain comes in, if in case the rain comes into the house, then it stops here. And I did it everywhere. I copied, of course, from the old houses. It is really very useful.
I love this arch here. This must have been difficult. I mean, where people still have this knowledge to do this arch?
They do have the old ones. Yeah. The more difficult thing is that this is only stone. Here you can see the width of the walls. And look there, I did a mistake. The wall is thinner. And you see now that we had a lot of rains. It is not humidity exactly, but when the walls are, you can,
it gets colder.
Yes, the local architecture, the vernacular architecture is wise because they were building according to their needs, and their needs were mainly to be protected from the weather.
Was it expensive for you to build this house?
No, look, when I was saying in the beginning that I want to make a stone house, in the beginning they were saying to me, no way, very expensive. What I have to say is that if the stone is local, as it was in my case, and then you work together with the workers, and you choose the lowest cost of materials, good materials, no frills, we just build what do we need, okay? Not what do we want to show off, what do we need. So if you follow this line, it is affordable.
It's so narrow. You just made a narrow little kitchen, just what you need.
Yes, and it is very useful at the end. Low-cost materials, I was saying to you, this is made by cementoconia. We call it cementoconia. It is cement, actually, but it is a traditional technique, an ancient technique. Even in Santorini, the frescoes are made from cementoconia. So this is built, okay? So it is stone built. What they do, they put the cement and then they take the sand of the cement, and they do it like this. And then with a piece of wood, they do this to the sand. You still can see
The roughness.
yes. So every 10 years, I put another material to protect it. Just, something simple, and it stays like this. You can cut anything here. Of course, I protect it, okay? I know I can, but because I want it to last, okay, I put something like this to cut. But the mentality is that the low-cost materials, basics.
Yes.
Go back to the basics, and they are proven to be better. Okay, I don't want to exaggerate, but good, and they last. This is cementoconia. Everywhere, you see, the materials are the basics. Everywhere is cementoconia, this technique. Simple. These stones are from the island. This stone here that we needed it, it is from the other place of the island. Like in the windows, we needed a big one. So
I like how you kept this open, so you see you see the bedroom from the living room, which is not common.
In the beginning, I kept it open. Then I noticed that when some friends were coming and they were sleeping there, in the morning, they are there, and they were waking up and they wanted to get dressed, and it was like a theater. We could clap our hands. So I decided to put the curtain, so it can be private. And when my children are coming and my granddaughter, I'm staying here, and I have my privacy. You see?
Simple.
Very simple. And I show it by myself. You see, simple solutions, not costly, so you can afford one day to have completed. Otherwise, if you open your wings more than you can, I think that...
You can really see the roof here now.
Yes, it is. This wood is from pine. Actually, there is also another tree, dris. It is called dris. If this wood is from dris, it is very expensive. Good, but very expensive. So this is pine, and it works perfectly.
Yeah.
And also this kind of bamboo. In the island, the locals used to gather bamboos, natural bamboos, from the countryside. They clean them one by one and then they put them on the roof with a different technique. They don't go like this, they go like that. If you are going to put this kind of bamboo, then the price is triple.
So this is the affordable way.
This is the affordable way. You buy it with the meters. It comes like this, and you put it.
So it's quite affordable. Actually.
Yes. I mean, you have to choose at every step of the construction in order to arrive to a point that you manage it.
The tiny window too, is this for ventilation?
This is the north wall, and everywhere in the north wall there are, from here, when you are sleeping here, in the morning you can see the sunrise from this window. I call them the natural air condition of the house. And you will believe me if you are here. In July and August, we may have very strong winds and they will last for days and days and days without stop, 24 hours per day. And these small windows, so you have opposite small windows, then even you cannot afford it. You need something to put. But we leave them open. This is traditional. We leave them open during the whole winter. This is the ventilation of the house. If you close the north windows, okay, then you will have humidity. So you have to open small. If you see it from outside, you will see that it is like this. You cannot imagine that it goes a bit bigger inside. Take care when you are when you're coming down.
No, you didn't put a railing on the side. You didn't feel like you needed to.
No.
Yeah. I guess the stairs, it's...
You know what? I think it will be more dangerous. You cannot put it steadily. This is one thing. And the other thing is that the other one will have the illusion that it is steady and they will go down altogether. And I want to avoid it. When it is like this, you feel a bit the dangerous and you are holding your horses.
And it steps down here. Why does it step down here? Is that just how the land went?
Actually, this just happened. As the building was under progress, it came, I liked it, and I left it.
It's nice. Because it makes you feel like you're in a different space in here, right?
At the end, it is nice.
Yeah.
But I didn't think of that before.
Yeah.
This is the second bedroom.
And it's painted white. This is different.
In the bedrooms, we usually and traditionally paint them white with asbestos.
The lime wash.
Lime wash, yes. And we do it, it is more healthy. In the bedrooms we do it. We do it even in the streets. This is the healthy way.
And it's beautiful as well.
It is beautiful and it smells also very beautiful.
Yeah.
I do this because I rent the house during July and August. I repaint this with lime wash every May. To smell, to smell new lime wash.
You see the tiny windows.
Now you see them close. When I am not here, they are like this for the ventilation. And they are protected, nothing can be inside.
So you don't want to leave the house without leaving it ventilating? Like you want it open?
Okay. Yes, wide open, like this, and the other one like this, all the north. I'm not joking when I am saying that this is the natural air conditioning. Some people who are very used to live with air condition, and now they think that they cannot live without air condition, just in case we have this. But we have so much wind, and the house has so many openings. It is like a boat. Now that the weather is better, look, we avoided the rainstorm. Unbelievable. Yesterday the internet went down. Oh.
Is this your bedroom?
This is my bedroom.
And why?
Because look, if we stop talking now that it is not windy, we can hear the waves. The beach Karavi is down there. So you can sleep with the wave, with the sound of the waves. Shoof, shoof. This is luxury. This is for me luxury. I don't need anything else. When the weather is warm, this works as the natural air condition. Sometimes you cannot stand the wind. You have to close it because the north winds, we call them meltemia, and we have meltemi usually July and August. It may last 20 days. I mean, you need something for your ears. But it is good because you can breathe. And that is why it is not so warm.
I like how you have what's the name of this material again?
Cimento.
Cimento, like cement.
Conia. Conia is the sand. So it is concrete sand.
And this material goes all the way to the bedrooms.
No, to the bedrooms it was my dream to put wood, but this is a very low cost wood. It is the wood that we use in the buildings for the constructions.
Like a scaffolding.
Yes. I put this and then I painted it. And it has lasted 25 years.
So it's planks from construction, and then you have it looks beautiful.
And of course I did it,
That's really
and then I painted by myself, flap, flap, flap.
very nice.
And if I need to renovate it, it just wants this. But I don't do it often. I mean, not every year, no. It lasts.
This is a really beautiful house. I mean,
Really?
and the views and everything. I mean, it's just not.
Incredible.
Yes, I love it.
It's just the right size as well.
Yes, I have everything I need. My clothes here, and this is the small bathroom. It is also basic, but I think it has everything you need. This is the shower.
It's just built in.
Here is the laundry. I've done everything slowly by slowly. I found this somehow in the garbages. A lot of things here. This is also from the garbages. So this is given from a friend. And I created, you see, here.
Just hide the
You
stuff
have
you don't want to
this,
see.
you have that. Actually, you have everything, I think.
And this you made yellow.
So in the lime wash, if you put 2 drops or 3 drops of something and you do it like this, it becomes a color like that.
Oh, wow.
So
You made it blue.
I did it blue at the beginning. But then I was fed up with that blue. So I changed it to yellow.
You know what I like too is that every room feels just the right size. Nothing's too big. It's not huge, but it feels big. It's big enough. Everything feels...
Me too, I think it is big. If you want, you may follow me to the nest.
Oh, it's underground. So it's under the house.
Under and beside. We used to stay here for years till to finish the house.
You started here.
Yes, this was finished first, and we were staying here with all the family. I mean, 4, 2 boys and us. The first winters we were staying here without electricity, and it was not bad.
How did you lay this out then? This is different. This is one room.
This is 2 spaces because here is the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
And here is the kitchen with 1 bed.
A bed in the kitchen. I love it. And all of this is just part of, so when you built it, you built all this in. The whole kitchen's built in,
Yes.
right? Okay, because it's all kind of one piece here.
Almost, yes.
Yeah.
Almost 1, yes.
And the bed, I mean, it really goes from...
The bed was, the storage space was very useful at that time because that was our house.
This was your house.
That was our house. 2 adults and 2 kids.
In here.
In here.
Where did everyone sleep? How did you get 4 people? But 2 kids
2,
here.
2 adults, 1 kid there,
Okay.
and the other kid in a small little cot here.
You would move
And I was closing it in the morning, and but it was good, nice memories.
So here the beds were just built in.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can see.
Yeah.
I take care of it, so it is okay. But okay, look at it. You see, storage. But it is difficult. I mean,
That's not a good idea.
no, I don't like it. It is not useful at all. If I had the money, I would give and a boom boom, and I would do it otherwise.
And the kitchen is just
The kitchen is funny, almost funny, eh?
What is this?
This is a small oven. This is an oven.
It's simple. It's tiny.
This is funny because it is low, and some friends were saying to me that this is like a kindergarten. So, I mean, you are like this and like that. But because of the space that is small, I thought, no, this must be low, even if you laugh at it, because it creates the illusion of a bigger space.
What a good idea. It changes your perspective. But it still works. You still can,
It works, otherwise it would be here.
Yeah.
Imagine it. Why to have a size of a kitchen of a big house in a small space? I think now it is more cozy. Okay, you do all your thing. Here are the garbages. Here are the
Pots and pans behind the bed.
Yes.
It's great.
yeah.
Just tucked in. And then I like this too, this hanging shelf.
Yes, because it is not easy to drill into the stones. So I had to find a solution, and I found this, but years ago. But then I needed one more as I started renting. But when I needed more, there were the people on the island that had the good drills, and they can do it.
Oh!
So I did it the second one correctly. You see, simple,
Evolving as you go. I mean, right?
simple truths.
What's on the other side of this?
This is on the land.
It's in the land.
The land of the house, the plot of the house is like this. The house is built like this, so this, now here you are here.
So we are protected by the earth as well. Like it's kind of insulating and...
Is it cooler here in summertime because it's lower than in the rest of the house?
It is. But generally speaking, if you have stone walls so thick, you don't feel the heat like you feel it when you have a brick wall. Also in the winter, these walls let the building breathe during winter and during summer. This is cementoconia. It has been made 30 years before, and it stands great. And you see them as they go out, they do it, they go out. Do you see this? Yeah. This is the...
Are they throwing sand or something? What was
Yes.
saying? Yeah, right?
Now, the sand here was red. Okay?
That's the color of
Red
sand?
cement, yes.
Oh, I thought it was color.
Red cement. And it has nothing, it is just that. You see, when we say low cost,
It's great.
you can pay double and triple and as more as you want.
Yes.
But if you stay to the basics,
You call this the nest.
yes, we call this the nest. Because it is like a nest actually when you are sleeping here, and it has everything. Sometimes when I rent the house, I come down and I stay here. And I will show you the channel that goes to this, the lowest point. Here is the channel that takes under the water, the underwaters, and drives them, just in case, just in case, and drives them to the road. It will never go out there, because there is this channel, which is, you can visit it in case of emergency. And it goes all the way to the end of the house. It is not decoration, it is useful. You see, and this is the wisdom of the locals, as I told you. They told me, Vicky, do this, you will save your house. And I said, okay. The cost was more.
But you did it.
I understood that it was important, what they were saying.
Yes.
So if you understand that it is important, it is need. So you do it. You say, I will do the other thing later,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is not so
It's also
important. So step by step. This is my workshop, my sanctuary. When I painted the door last year yellow, a friend of mine came here and she said, "Oh, fine, now this looks like the central door." And it is just a workshop. You cannot do all these things without being organized. Okay. I don't have a strict plan, but I go, step by step. This is the laundry room. But there I was staying for years.
You'd sleep there.
Yes.
Was that first? Before? No.
This is the last one. I was staying there since I started renting in order to be here to wash the clothes, to hang the...
Stay in the summer, even though you rent it out. You still stay.
Yes. I am very grateful to this small, I call it chardi. Chardi is actually a Turkish word, meaning that it is something between a tent and a house. But it is tenderly. And so I call it chardi because it hosted me and it helped me to survive. So here is the place I have my tea in the morning.
It's just a crate, right?
Because nobody can see, no, it's a palace. Because nobody can see me here and I may have my, so.
And look at that. That's just a screen. It's not a window.
Yes, no, just screen for the bees. I mean, they can bite you and during summer.
But it's not a window.
No, this is open. This is just a protection, a screen protection from the mosquitoes, from the bees, everything that flies, even birds, even everything. Because when you live in a courtyard, let's say this is a protected courtyard in reality, you need some protection. You see, now the bee is eating.
I see one.
Yeah. You see? And I check all the time if these are okay, because you cannot live, and I was living here and I was writing here. Most of my pages were written here, and here was doing the ironing, and here is the laundry.
And it's also a toilet.
It is also a toilet.
Yeah.
And this is the laundry room for the guests of the guest home, of the nest. They come here and they put their laundry. And these are hangers for the clothes. I've done them with leftovers wood, you see? And you hang them there because of the wind. It is easier to hang them there and then come later after 2 hours and they will be ready. But if you put them outside, you will find them in Sifnos.
This really is like just a kind of barely covered patio.
Yes, and here is the place where one can rest and sleep.
Oh, okay, so this is a little more protection. This has a real window and...
2 real windows. Okay. So I was resting here in between the washings. I love it. It is very nice. If you want to see this small window here, I didn't expect that if you are here, from here you can see the sunrise. That is how you survive sleeping in such a small place. But you are here and it is like you are out. You are in contact with nature, so it doesn't look so small. So I'm grateful to this too.
The bed is just a platform? Like a wooden...
The bed is just, you see?
They're suspended on the walls.
And I put it here because at that time I used to have a dog and she was sleeping here during the night. So I needed to be more...
How about the cold and when it's hot? Because this place is not insulated, right? What was it?
It was very difficult, but I had to do it. I didn't do it for someone to stay. I did it basically for the laundry, but the first years that I was renting my home, I wanted to be here, to check, to help, and also to work.
I can see that it has a contact with the outside.
You are here, you are getting out there. You may not see the people if you don't want to. And I have done these simple things to protect me. Without this, you cannot live here during winter.
I was wondering, yeah.
When it is very windy, you know, they go like boom, boom. Anyhow, I found the solutions to stay here. I did it and now it will stay as the laundry place.
Right.
And here was my little garden. You see this
I
is...
see the plow over there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You have your own machine.
Yes, finally I bought my own. We have a lot of figs.
And cactus for eating as well.
And yes, they are, we call it fragosico. You can eat them. I used to have here grapes because my first idea was to have our own wine. And then I realized that to have the wine, I had not the knowledge how to do it. The first wine was not good. And then when I got divorced, the cost was amazing. It seems like I had seen a lot of movies, you know, with people walking in between. So I decided the dream is over, and I put the small olive trees, and they are going good. Slowly by slowly, they were like this, and it is very difficult to become like this because of the wind, and the soil is rocky, very rocky, and it is really a miracle to have this garden. It needs a lot of work every year, every year. You see how we hold them. This is, we hold them from the wind.
Yes.
Otherwise they will go like this. They need a lot of work and food and to hang them when they are young.
Yeah.
And they can be hanged. Otherwise they are strong. You cannot do it, they will break. That is why you see all this. You see to this, because it seems like it does not worry for the wind, we hold only the main. If we will see in the autumn that this, from the winds of the summer, it went like this, then in the autumn we will hold it back.
Yes.
But gently.
Yeah.
Because they can break.
Yeah,
You have to do it gently. You have to leave, you see? You have not, you cannot. Okay.
Sorry about that.
And, okay. That was to be done. You see?
That's fine.
Okay. You see?
You probably
I was not careful. Yeah. And I just said the word gently. How we do not understand that we are not gentle sometimes. My dream is that I will be alive to see these trees make shade to this part of the field. We will see. This is a great thing.
Oven, no?
The oven, and this done for bread, for everything. My younger son Antonis is cooking here when he comes to the island. But it is made stone by stone. Oh, it starts raining.
Yeah, the rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, nice. This is the kitchen's door.
So here you see this door, you have several parts to it, right?
We call them horse doors. They are very helpful. The wind, because this door brings a lot of wind from the mountain down. So during winter, I put this, which is my grandmother's, and it holds the wind. You have to invent solutions in order to survive during the winter. This will live, they are wool, they are for the cold. And I have done it by myself, okay?
Wow.
Yeah. Because I needed a real thing to protect me from the cold. during the winter. During summer, life is easy. But during winter, you need your fireplace not to smoke. You know what solution I found on the island? This is the flesh of the eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus bark.
They are great. You discover this from the need.
That these couches are kind of built in?
No, they are wood.
Oh, you're right, they're not.
It is not very practical to build them.
But it feels like they're part of the
Yeah.
of the floor. I mean, they have matches.
I tried to do it like this because I didn't want to build them. So I did it like this. And it is storage. Here I put blankets and carpets because we live in the house during the whole year. So I have to have storage to put the winter things. Most of the furniture are from the garbages. No, this is from the garbage. The chairs.
I like the fact that your desk, you are not looking at the wall, you are looking at the roof.
I cannot look at the wall when I am working. I cannot look at the sea because it is very nice, very relaxed. It is, I mean, I will just sit there and, no, I cannot do this. But I need something else instead of the wall because I'm working a lot of hours. When I write, I put this when it is winter here because my hands are getting cold. This is not getting warm, so I put this which is wool and I'm not getting cold.
What kind of books do you write?
I write novels and these are some of my books. My desk is a bit a mess because you will see also I have lamps to buy, this to be repaired, this to check. So this is my first novel when I was 39. And then I published the second novel, and then to Morocco of the South, and this is about Amsterdam. The photographs was taken by me. My idea was to publish diaries from traveling. Here I am in Morocco 25 years ago. They were published 25 years ago.
This one? So it's, in a way, it's a precursor of what people are doing now, right?
Yes, now it is a trend. At that time, it was my crazy idea, like a postcard that you send to a friend.
You just started writing, or did you have...
No, it was a bit fictional. I mean, I was working for the radio, and then it came a moment that I found myself without a job. I thought, maybe I will write a novel. I finished it. After 2 years and a half, I was working when the kids were at school. I gave it to one of the best and oldest publishers that we have in Athens, and after 17 days they called me for a contract.
But it seems a bit like how you do your life. It's not a big one plan. With your house that way, with everything kind of goes with the moment, right? And what you have and what you...
Yes, you are right. It is like this, except some basics. During the last 3 years, I took a lot of things away. I mean, I couldn't imagine that I have a lot of things and I want less. I start saying, I don't need this, I don't need that. Who wants this? Take it, thank you, bye. And I like this. Look, the wiseness here, there is a hole. You have to serve the wine up to here, otherwise the wine goes out. Look,
Just there.
up to here,
Otherwise,
you drink. In order not to be drunk. But you know, this is not, Nikos, this is not funny because in the ancient Greece, you shouldn't drink wine and be drunk. I mean, the purpose of drinking wine was to make a head and think and so they had that people called inochos. Inochos was the one who was serving the wine. Okay, so this was your glass. You were offering your glass to the inochos, but the inochos had to serve you up to there. Not up to there. You see?
Yeah.
Even this, if you move it, it goes out. It needs a bit less to be the wise portion of the alcohol.
It's It's old ancient wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
According to my eyes, this is a huge lizard.
Great. So that's not moss-covered stone. That's the color of the stone itself. Not
Yes.
Wow. What a green.
It is minerals. I mean, the Serifos is famous for the variety of minerals. That is why there is a myth that all these minerals in the island, they create a special energy. Meaning that when you arrive and you stay, you will adore it or you will hate it. Just to like it and, you know, to be neutral, it is not usual. If you stay, if you stay here, look, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, it's just really calm.
How you can describe this? You cannot in the photographs or, you know, to sit here and hear only the noises of the environment. You hear everything.
Yeah.